But it's this cute little frog. I kind of ran into an issue. I completely forgot to take a video of the shirt before. As you can see, I already dug into it. It's missing the front panel right here. The sleeve, I did cut it up for practice on my sewing machine. Here, I wanted to show you guys kind of like a before, even though I already dug into it. And the back is almost like completely missing. The fabric still looks very great, and it's this cute like polka dot fabric that I thought would look so pretty as a book sleeve. So here's a before. So I'm going to be stitching up this, and this is the fabric I'm going to be using, and this is going to be the pocket of the book sleeves. If you can see in this one, I have a little pocket right here, and I'm just going to stitch kind of like the border of it so that it looks cuter and gives it like a nice little look. I'm going to start with that. I'm gonna need to change this out soon because the red is almost gone. Okay, so we created a nice little border for our pocket sleeve. I don't know if you guys can see that because it is white thread. And then I'm gonna be using my labels. So I created some labels and I think they're so cute. I don't know if you guys saw them on the pouch, but they just say Threads by Tori, and this is kind of an example of how it's going to look on the book sleeve, so I put them right there. This requires some measuring, so I do have to use my measuring tape so I can get the placement right. So now I'm gonna sew on my little label. This part gives me so much anxiety. Slowly. That was not slowly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that didn't even, okay, I messed that up. I swear I have the worst posture when I'm sewing because after I'm done, I get up and then my neck is like super sore. But I feel like I have to be slouched down to see. Do you see this big long piece of thread? I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, it's not even sewn in. Like I can literally go under and lift it up, as opposed to these, it would take a little bit more effort to do that. So there's just like this big piece of thread, so I think I need to take off the whole thing and do it again. And even right here in the beginning, there's just like, I don't know if that's because of, I don't know how to like steady my foot on the machine. Okay, you guys, before I get any further, I want to show you guys my progress so far. So here we have part of the book sleeve already done. I'm not sure if I showed you guys when I added my branding on there. Here we have already both sides sewn together. So here's the front and the back. And then right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the inner lining, and I'm going to do it in this dark red color, and I think it's going to look so pretty because it kind of matches the roses that are on the fabric. So I'm going to get to working on this, and then you guys will see the finished result. Okay, you guys, I finished sewing it, so now I'm gonna flip it. Okay, you guys, it's all done. What do you think? Here's the back. I think it's so cute. Okay, so now let's put a book inside of it. We'll put in 5 years. It's perfect, and there's still a little wiggle room in case you have a bigger book. So here's the final product. I absolutely love it. Okay, you guys, so yesterday I went to Hobby Lobby and I picked up some new fabric that I want to show you guys. So first I bought this baby blue gingham pattern, and I want to pair this with this pattern right here, and it's like a blue floral pattern. And so this would be the outer lining and this would be the inner lining of it, and I just thought these two paired so well together and they look so cute. Then I found this beautiful bow pattern that I want to pair with this pink gingham. So here's the inner lining, and this is how they look together. Then I found this cute floral pattern that I can also pair with that pink gingham like I showed you guys earlier. So I can either do this or I can pair it with the blue, since this fabric has like beautiful blue bows on it, and I'll show you guys, hopefully you guys can see that. Then I found this cute cherry pattern that I'm gonna pair with a red gingham pattern that I have already. I purchased it like in my last trip, and it's just like a red, and I'll show you guys because I actually have it in one of my book sleeves. So here's that red gingham that I was talking about, and it would just pair so nicely because of course the cherries are red, and it's just like it would make it pop even more. And then I kind of bought this like muted, almost maroon gingham fabric because I figured this would go well with a fabric that I already have, like this I actually have it behind me, let me grab it. It's like this mushroom green pattern. These are already cut to size, but I have been waiting to sew it or create a book sleeve because I've been waiting to get this fabric, because I originally bought that red gingham that I showed you guys, but it didn't quite look well because the mushroom heads are a burnt orange, and I just figured this kind of burnt red fabric or maroon fabric would look good with the mushrooms. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my book sleeves in the order in which they were made. So this was my very first project right here, and it's extremely tiny. When I first made this, I didn't have my ruler to help guide my cuts. This came out a lot smaller than expected just because the measurements were so off, but it's still something. And this was made out of that blue polka dot American Eagle shirt that I showed you guys earlier. And then for this one, since I was practicing, I just created the same inner lining as the exterior of the book sleeve, so everything is literally the same. So next, this was my second project ever, and it's this beautiful purple floral pattern. In the inside we have this dark purple that matches the exterior flowers, and at this time I hadn't made my branding tags yet, so that's why this one has no branding on it. I'm gonna try to figure out how to put it on there, but if not, I might just keep this one for myself. So then this is my third project, and here I was able to have my branding on there. That's when I created the tags. So it's this floral pattern with a lot of different color flowers, and then we have like a red interior. So that's the red interior, that's the color of it. And this one came out a lot better than my first one because my first one came out very small. So the back one is the second project and this is the first one, so there's a little bit more room to this one than there is to this one, and this one fits most standard paperbacks, and this one would fit a little bit of a smaller book. It is very long, but the width of it is not as big. Then we have this pattern. This kind of reminds me of a scrapbook because there's a lot going on. They almost remind me of like little stickers. So then on the inside we have this forest green interior, and then we also have this other patchwork fabric, and then in the interior we have that red gingham. So in total I have made 5 book sleeves. So I think the plan for today is I'm gonna make another one, or maybe 2 if I can. Okay guys, before we get sewing, I do want to take like a little crochet break. I want to show you guys what I've been making this past week. Not much, but it is something. If you guys don't know, I do markets every week. I average about 4 to 6 markets every week. A lot of them I just don't film them. I try to show you guys kind of like my bigger events. The ones, everything else I do in between my large events are little small events, but I still do try to keep up with, you know, like my customer favorite, what do I frequently see being bought and things like that. So of course you guys already know I always talk about these, but I have my mini loaves, and I made one in this cute like purples blues Burnett yarn. If you guys have not went or seen, the Burnett yarn at Walmart is $5. It's like clearanced out. It's the frosted collection, and that's exactly what this cat is made out of. So I have this one, and then I also bought this more neutral, this is also the frosted collection, this neutral toned cat, and you probably can't see it very well, but there's like kind of like browns and grays and then kind of this white color cat. So I made 2 of those. So I have 2 in that kind of like that purple color, and then 2 in this neutral color. So yeah, definitely go check out your local Walmart because it is clearanced out, at least where I live, but I'm sure that's kind of everywhere because I went to multiple Walmarts and everywhere I go I see that same frosted Burnett line of yarn clearanced out. I also made one in this pink Burnett color, and then I made an all pink one. Reminds me of like bubblegum because I did have a customer ask me if I had an all pink cat. I figured if he ever came back around, or you know, if someone else, you know, wants the same color, and I think pink is just kind of like a very classic color to have. A lot of people like it. Then I haven't talked about kind of like, well, I haven't really been trying out a lot of free patterns, but I did come across this one, and this is by, I believe creator is Mom Stitch, or I'm not really sure, but I'll have a picture of the listing on here so you guys can see. But it's this cute little frog, and this is a free pattern on Instagram. I know you can also buy it on her Etsy for about $1. He's kind of like laying out, and I just thought he was so adorable. When I sit him down, sometimes he looks a little crooked, but today he's not looking that crooked. I really like this guy. I don't know if I should put him on a keychain or if it's too big for a keychain, but I'm thinking he could probably be like a backpack buddy because he is quite big, and I think kids would actually like to put this on their backpack, but he's a decent size. Or if I should just sell him like independently, or maybe like test it out, see which one sells better, like on a keychain or independently. I might just do that, but I do have to make more of this guy. I only made one so far because I just wanted to try out the pattern. Then my focus shifted on making these cats for the week. 6 cats. I've been making like one a day. Today's currently Friday. My market's tomorrow. I just wanted to have a little bit of more stock just because I realized when I went to my market I didn't have that much as I thought, because they do sell very well for me. So I just wanted to focus on that this week. But most importantly, I've been of course focusing on my sewing, trying to get better, master that skill. And then crochet's kind of been a little bit on the back burner. When I'm not sewing, I do try to crochet still, but not as intensely as I would be, just because of pain and things like that. I do want to make this mushroom color just because I've had it cut up for a while and I'm like wanting to see how it comes out. So I need to go iron this. For this one, I think I already showed you guys, but I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using this fabric as the inner lining of the book sleeve. I'm going to go do this and do everything I need to do, and then I'll check in with you guys shortly. Okay, you guys, I finally finished the book sleeve and I kind of ran into an issue that I haven't experienced. So as you can see, the inner lining is kind of peeking through the top, and it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to look well like the other ones I showed you. I don't think it looks terrible, but that wasn't really the idea that I wanted or what the look that I was going for. If there's anyone that's more experienced in sewing, can you please tell me why this is happening? And I undid it and did it again and I still got the same result, so I don't really know. It's still usable and it works the same as the other ones. Other than that, I did finish. Okay, you guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.